Fightnewz.
Is what it do? How you feeling? What's new? It's your boy Hannibal. We coming back with some Fight News reviews. Right now, it's not really a review. It's not really a review. This is gonna be us talking about this whole Tank Davis and the star situation. And is he a star? And it's 200,000 pay-per-view buys. Really? I don't really care about the pay-per-view buys like everyone else does. Really doesn't affect me. I don't get none of that money. And really, we don't know the real numbers anyway. I always say, unless they have like some thing where we actually know the real numbers, there's like some like Nielsen rating type thing. I don't listen to any of this. This is stupid. Because one person's gonna be like, well, they made this, and one person, well, they made this, and it's just, we're never gonna get it right. So it's really no point of talking about it. You know what I mean? We're arguing about he did 200,000, but that guy did 300,000, and he did 4. So like who cares? It doesn't make a difference really. Like once you're like. They're saying right now, like you have some people saying that the 200,000 was good, and some people saying that 200,000 was bad. I'll say this: some people are saying that 200,000 was bad. They don't even get 200,000 views on their YouTube channel. So I mean, and that's for free. So for him to get 200,000 people to buy something from him, I mean, like for like $50 and $60 a piece, is something good. Like you have to like, we have to applaud him for that. So like in a new market and everything, so you know what I mean. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and bash the kid, but I'm also not gonna say that he's like the biggest thing. Well, actually, I have to assess and say that he is the biggest draw in those divisions. Like, you can't. There's no one that's at from 130 to 140. Tank is the biggest draw. He's the biggest star. He's the only one on pay-per-view. Like TFE, like we would be like, well, TFE on pay-per-view. He hasn't fought on pay-per-view yet, and he might. And from the ways it looking, he might not. You know what I mean? He might not be fighting no pay-per-view. They'll cut that show and all kind of stuff. They Triller talk about that old Mike Tyson, all kind of stuff. So Tank is the biggest star right now in that weight class. So I don't know why we're trying to tiptoe around it and act like he's not. He's he really moves the meat. Like most people know him. Like we're always talking about him. So I mean, what are we gonna say? You know what I mean? Is he fighting the people that you want to fight? No, but none of these guys really who fight who you really want them to fight all the time. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen in boxing. I mean, like, there's like people try to pretend like if it, at the lower weight classes maybe, and with women's boxing, maybe, even with women boxing, it doesn't happen. Like you're not always gonna get all the fights you want to see. It's just not gonna happen. That's just the way the sport of boxing is. I mean, I can just think of all types of fights that I haven't got to see, but that doesn't take away from a person's star power. I can't be like, well, he's not a star, he's not a great fighter because he didn't beat this guy that I wanted him to beat. No, sometimes guys don't fight. A lot of times guys don't fight. So that doesn't. I'm old enough in the boxing game to know that a few matchups that you're talking about doesn't acquire for a guy's whole career. You know what I mean? In the scheme of things. You know what I mean? I got one, like you have, because if we're trying to talk about stars in the sport, in combat sports, the biggest draw and the biggest star is not Canelo, it's not AJ, it's Conor McGregor. Like by a long shot. Like almost all of his pay-per-views have done like let's say over 1 million buys. Like 1 million and plus. Like what are we talking about? Like there's no there's no comparison with Conor McGregor and the rest of these guys. Like there's not. Like he just does like the big numbers. That's a star. You want to talk about a star? He's a star. So we'll say he's like a big star. But to say Tank's not a star, no, Tank's a star too. But he's just his star just is a little bit dimmer than a guy like Conor or a guy like what's called Canelo or a guy like certain guys just shine a little bit brighter right now at this time that they're in. No, Tank's like still a little kid, almost. You know what I mean? We still have a lot to see with him, or maybe we don't. We don't know. It could be like Adrian Broner. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all put it in the description. Y'all make sure to like, subscribe, check me out.